Okay. In the previous session, we have discussed few problems on mechanical translational systems. Okay, you can see it on the screen. As an example, I had shown you that this is the first system for which we have found the transfer function. Okay, for this particular system, just let me quickly recall what all we did. For these systems, the number of bodies, the number of masses that are there in the system, those many free body diagrams we have drawn first. See, there are two masses, so two free body diagrams we have drawn. Free body diagram will give you the exact forces acting on a mass element. So for these diagrams, we have drawn the free body diagram. From those diagrams, we have written the equation, okay? Newton's law, if all equating forces, applied force is equal to the opposing force, sum of opposing forces. So that when you add both, then you will get the zero. Then we applied the Laplace transform. Then similarly for second body also, we have followed the same thing, getting the equation for forces, applying the Laplace transforms. Depending upon the analysis of the figure, we will search for the input and the output. Uh, Force applied will be the input here, and final displacement, you know, y2 is your output. So in order to find the transfer function, we have found y2 by f in S domain. So finally, we have got transfer function y2 by f. Okay. So I think some three examples we have seen. This was a homework given. No one has sent me the answer which you have solved. Please try that. One more example. This I guess we have solved it already. Today, let me take one more example very quickly. I'll not get into the detail of that example. I want to start the rotational system. Okay, this is the example given. Okay, what difference you find here in the system? Can you just tell me? We can have a discussion. The main between this and the earlier figures which you have seen, here you can see there are rollers attached to the mass M1. However, for M2 there are no rollers. So since rollers are attached here, आप इसको आप अपने vehicle का example ले सकते हो. If you are sitting on a vehicle, if you're having your wheels will be there, no doubt there will be a friction. ये आपका road है, there will be a friction between the roller and the road, okay, the wheels and the road, but आपको friction महसूस नहीं होगा, right? Your vehicle will not feel any friction. So under this condition we are not going to consider any friction अगर rollers present है तो. But however, if you see here, there is a mass, okay, there is a reference here, and because no rollers are attached here, there is a friction. No doubt friction के लिए ऐसे damper element होना जरूरी है. But here, even though you don't have any damper connected, but you need to consider the friction, because it is just like आपका ये जो टू व्हीलर है, आपका टू व्हीलर विदाउट व्हील्स आप रोड पे उसको मूव करने की कोशिश करते हो. What will happen? There will be a friction between your vehicle and the road, right? So this is indirectly you have to consider one more friction element. See, B1 is there, one more additional friction you have to consider B2, even though figure में यहाँ पे damper element connected नहीं दिखाए हैं, but you have to consider the friction. That is the difference between the earlier problems and this problem. Okay, rollers agar हैं तो no need to consider the friction, because mass will not experience that friction. Rollers will experience that friction. Okay. Okay. So coming very quickly, what all we have to do? We have to first go for free body diagrams. How many free body diagrams? Two, M1 and M2. So let me go for M1 first. How many forces are there here? Total elements check karo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Indirectly it is 5. So 5 different elements, and M1 M2 unki wajah se bhi self forces will be acting, opposing forces, right? So now coming to M1 free body diagram, very quickly we will analyze. Equations, calculations is left to you. I'll just give you the hints how to solve it. M1, how many forces are there? This is one force, applied force, okay? It is in this direction. So I've taken that force applied in this direction. So displacement will also be in the same direction. Then K1, K2, B1 and FM1. So totally four forces, opposing forces do exist. Four forces, K1, B1, K2 and M1. So four different forces acting in the opposite direction. I have to take the opposite sign as that of the applied force. So this is free body diagram for first figure. For this, write down the equation, force equation for F1, M1. You know it already, for K1, B1 and K2. Okay, this is for first body, first mass, M1. After this, we will go for Newton's law. Yeah, write the equation. We even call, we even tell this term, these equation writing part as equilibrium equations. Remember, okay? Because you are equating the applied force and the external applied force and the opposing forces. You are equating them. So this is one equilibrium equation for you. And then substitute the values, apply the Laplace transform. After application of Laplace transform, you will get one equation. We have to here find out what is the input and what is the output for this particular system. So what is the input and what is the output? Tell me. Input, no doubt, I'll only tell F1, the force applied is the input. Tell me what is the output in this system. Very quickly, tell me what is the output for this particular system, because we need to find the transfer function. Transfer function के लिए आपको output and input identify करना जरूरी है. Then only you can take the ratios. Input is force applied. What is the output? Similarly, what we have to do, free body diagram for the second mass. Okay, consider the second mass. How many forces are there here? Any external force we are applying here? No, we are not applying any force. So check out with the how many elements are connected. There is a mass, so Fm2. There is a damper element, Fb1. There is a K2 spring, so Fk2. So three forces. And see here, don't forget this. Fb2 is also there, frictional force. One more frictional force. Even though damper यहाँ पे दिखाए नहीं है, but friction do exist here. So that is Fb2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 forces and applied force 0 hai. So for second free body diagram, check 4 different forces are there. Opposing forces hai, so acting on the body. Okay. And this is a displacement shown already. And no applied force. So F to nahi hai. Write the equation, Newton's law. No applied force. So 0 is equal to addition of all the opposing forces. Write down these equations. After that, apply the Laplace transforms. You will get one more equation and substitute equation 2 in equation 1 and take the ratio of x2 by f1. So you should know why it is x2 by f1, because x2 is your output, final displacement, and f is your input. Applied force is the input. Hope you will try this example. Okay, the very complete answer calculations, once you do it, send it to me, let me check out. Now coming to the next part, that is the problems involving rotational mechanical systems. Okay, solution, procedure, analysis is same. Okay, just the thing is the elements will differ. Like in case of translational systems, we go for the linear displacement, x, y, like that, and the masses are, the bodies are represented by the masses m1, m2, m3. Then applied forces are f1, f2, f3, like that. And what are the three basic elements in translational systems? One is the mass, the second one is the spring, and the third one is damper. Now coming to the rotational mechanical system, what change you can find is, instead of force, we go for torque. Okay, that is one difference. Then displacement, it is not linear, it is angular. So it is theta in terms of theta. There it is in terms of x, y, linear. Here it is in terms of angle. Then the mass is represented by m there. Here it is moment of inertia, capital G. Then what are the three different elements in case of rotational mechanical system? One is the moment of inertia J, the second one is what? Spring, and the third one is damper, right? So again we have this. No doubt the problems which I'm solving, they are section wise. Okay, पहले मैं translational problems लिए, now I'm dealing with the rotational. But in your examination, they won't specify this is for this rotational or translational. So you need to identify first of all whether the problem belongs to which category, rotational or translational. That depends on the elements connected. तो आपको पहले वो चेक करना पड़ेगा कि सिस्टम कौन सा है, प्रॉब्लम कौन से सिस्टम को रिलेटेड है. You can see here, observe, there is an angular change, angular displacement, torque. So obviously ये वाला problem rotational mechanical system से related है. So again procedure remains the same. Okay, what we do, we go for free body diagram, then write the force equation. Here write, it will be torque equation. After writing the equation, apply the Laplace transforms. After application of Laplace transforms, हमको transfer function find करना है, output by input करना है. That's it. Okay, the procedure remains the same. So let us start. How many free body diagrams will come here? The number of bodies connected, they are 1 and 2. So 2 bodies are there, so 2 free body diagrams will come. Let us draw the free body diagram for J1. Okay, for J1, check, this is your, let me just draw it separately. J1, applied torque and theta 1. This is your given thing. So torque applied in this direction, there is an angular displacement theta 1. How many torques will be, opposing torques do exist? Check. How many elements are connected? एक torque तो because of the moment of inertia itself, just like in translational, because of itself, जो mass का है हम m1 लेते थे, यहाँ पे हमको fj1 लेना पड़ेगा. Okay, sorry, not f, t, capital T लेना पड़ेगा, torque लेना पड़ेगा. So one is tj1. Okay, please make it 1. This is one torque, and there is one more element connected here, that is spring. So it will be tk. So these two are the opposing torques, and this is your applied torque. You can observe the directions. In case of translational mechanical systems, whenever we go for the force directions, you can observe applied force direction जिस direction में है, okay, opposing forces उसका opposite आपको draw करना पड़ेगा. The direction should be opposite to that of the applied force. Similar to that, even in case of rotational systems, you have to take care that अगर आपका torque इस direction में है, तो opposing torque opposite direction में दिखाना पड़ेगा आपको. So how many opposing torques are there? 2 opposing torques and 1 applied torque. And how to write Tj force equation? You know it already. So Tj1. Okay. For Tj1, it is that constant into d by dt square of theta 1. I hope you have the list of formulae with you. Hope that list of formulae is with you. You can refer at the early now. As per your reference, to start with, you can use that sheet. But once you are adapted to it, once you get the practice, without seeing that sheet, you should be able to solve the problems. Okay, it comes by practice. Then what is Tk? Spring constant. K into, check the position of this spring. It is between 2 elements. Okay, that is both sides are free. So if that is the case, I have to take theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay, why it is theta 1 minus theta 2? Why not theta 2 minus theta 1? Because I am writing the equations for first body J1. इसीलिए आपको theta 1 पहले लेना पड़ेगा, minus theta 2 करना पड़ेगा. If I take for J2, it will become reverse, theta 2 minus theta 1. Okay, after writing these, go for Newton's law. From Newton's law, applied torque is equal to sum of opposing torques. And whatever force equations you know, substitute them. J1 d by dt square of theta 1 plus for Tk it is k into theta 1 minus theta 2, or T is equal to, expand this. k theta 1 minus k theta 2. After this, go for application of Laplace transform. Apply the Laplace transforms on both sides. The time domain will get converted to frequency domain T of S. And whenever you have double differentiation, Laplace transform will be into S square. So J1 is constant, S square, and theta 1 becomes theta 1 of S domain parameter. Plus, there is a constant k into theta 1 of S minus k into theta 2 of S. This is the Laplace transform for the torque equation. Further, you can reduce this. I want the ratio of theta 2 by t. Check. You can observe the figure. What is the input and what is the output? Input is the applied torque. Just like in translational systems, most of the times input is your applied force. Then after that there is the displacement, then interconnected components, and finally theta 2 is your final displacement. तो आपका आउटपुट क्या होगा? थीटा 2 आउटपुट होगा, इनपुट टॉर्क टी रहेगा. So ट्रांसफर फंक्शन अगर फाइंड करना है, you should go for the ratio theta 2 by t. Okay, so for that, okay, we are now here. You have t here, you have theta 1, you have theta 2. I want the ratio theta 2 by t. But theta 1 is one additional term here. So let's see how we can eliminate that. For time being, what you do, take theta 1 common. So if I take theta 1 common, j1 s square plus k remaining terms minus k theta 2 s. Okay, यहाँ पे t है, यहाँ पे theta 2 है. So I want the ratio. Let's see what can be done. Then this is for first body j1. Now I will repeat all these steps for second body J2. So draw the free body diagram for J2. How many forces torques are there? Any applied torque is there? No, we don't have any additional external torque applied T. So वो तो zero हो जाएगा. How many components are connected? Elements are there, so that I can include the opposing torques. Check. J2 is there, so TJ2 will be one torque, opposing torque. There is a spring, so TK, and there is a damper here, so TB. So totally 3 torques will be there. Okay, for a free body diagram for J2, if I draw, this is your angular momentum, the displacement shown already, जो figure में है already, it is there, it is given here, that I have drawn. This I have drawn it on the left hand side, just to differentiate, confusion नहीं होना है, तो इसको separately draw कर लो. Applied torques 0 हैं, opposing torques there are 3 because of the 3 elements, and you can write the equations, torque equations. J है तो it will be J2 d by dt square of theta 2. Why it is theta 2? Check the figure. J is having theta 2 displacement. Then TB, you can see B into d by dt of theta 2. Why only theta 2? A damper element is only towards this. And the last one, TK, the spring. Here I have taken theta 2 minus theta 1. But earlier figure, free body diagram, we have taken theta 1 minus theta 2. That's the difference. See? Because this time we are writing the equations with respect to J2. Earlier it was with respect to J1. So once you write the equations, use the Newton's law, equate them. We don't have any applied torque, hence it is equal to 0. 0 is equal to sum of the opposing torque. Then write down these equations. Apply the Laplace transforms. 0 is equal to J2. There is a double differentiation, S square will come. B, single differentiation, S will come, plus constant K, theta 2, and I have just expanded this, minus theta 1. Okay, now again I can rearrange this equation. If you see the equation, we have theta 2, 3 terms, and there is one theta 1 term. So I can take this on the other side. So we can equate it. And from this equation, I think I can find out what is theta 1. Why it is necessary? If I take out theta 1 from this, in equation 1, I can substitute for theta 1. Okay, most of the times this is the procedure, and equation 2 will be substituted in equation 1 most of the time. So if I take out the equation for theta 1, uh, uh, just denote it as equation 2, substitute this equation 2 in equation 1, I will get T of S is equal to whatever theta 1 is there, this is theta 1 I have substituted, and remaining these terms are these terms, okay, as it is. Just for theta 1 I have substituted the value. So if I substitute theta 1, you will get this. I want theta 2 by T, because that is the output by input. So if you observe in this first term, see, this is complete value is your first term minus second term. In both the terms, theta 2 is common. So take out theta 2 common, you will be left with this complete term minus k. And if you take the LCM, this k will be multiplied here. So that I have written k square, taking the LCM. So now I want the transfer function, output by input, theta 2 by t. So t को यहाँ denominator में ले लो, इसको reciprocal ले लो, okay? K numerator and this complete denominator. So if I do that, this is your transfer function. Any doubts on this? I hope you're following it. Please, you can ask me any doubts you get anywhere. This is one more figure. Again, how many free body diagrams will come? You can see two bodies are there, J1 and J2, so two free body diagrams. Okay. Applied torque is, for all these problems, title is same, determine the transfer function of the following system, for the following mechanical system. Applied torque, it is with respect to J1, we don't have any torque applied to J2. Now for free body diagram, coming to J1, okay, how many torques are there? There is one applied torque, there is a displacement theta 1, and how many elements are there? There is a J1 for itself, the moment of inertia, it itself will be having some opposing torque Tj1. Then there is a spring, so Tk. There is a damper Tb1. So three different opposing torques. So three torques I have shown, and if this is the direction of the applied torque, opposite direction will be the opposing torques. Okay, this is the free body diagram. Now analyze and tell me, for transfer function, what should be the ratio? Input is the applied torque. What will be the output? Analyze and tell me. What is the output? Input is the applied torque T. What is the output for this? Theta 2. Okay, very good. Who's this? Salahuddin. Good. Sumaya. So theta 2 is your output. So transfer function अगर find करना है तो I need to take theta 2 by T ratio. Okay, coming to the free body diagram, we know that three opposing torques and one applied torque. Okay, so write down the equations Tj1, Tk and Tb. List the equations. Tj1 is J1 d by dt square of theta 1. I hope you remember, whenever in a moment of inertia comes or mass comes, it is double differentiation, that is acceleration, and whenever damper element comes, it is the velocity d by dt, and whenever there is a spring, it is just the displacement. So for TB1, see what is the equation, torque equation, B1 d by dt of, I have written theta 1 minus theta 2. Why it is so? If you see the damper element, it is connected between two different bodies. One is having theta 1 displacement, one is having theta 2. And I am writing the equation now for J1. So it will be theta 1 minus theta 2. Because this damper is, it is free on both sides. Even K is also free on both sides. Yes. So both are free on both sides. I have to take theta 1 minus theta 2 only for both. After writing the equations, go for Newton's law. Equate the applied external torque is equal to sum of the opposing torques. Substitute the values. Okay, what all equations we have written, torque equations, substitute them. This is our equilibrium equation. Applying the Laplace transform on both sides, T of S is equal to J1. There is a double differentiation, S square. This is theta 1, okay? Theta 1 of S. Then B1, d by dt, single differentiation, yes. Theta 1 minus theta 2, I have expanded it here. Okay, 2 times. Or you can take one more step and expand. Plus K, you have just simply K. So it is K, theta 1 minus theta 2, I have expanded it. Now again, clubbing all theta 1 terms at one side and theta 2 terms at the other side. जैसे हम ट्रांसलेशनल सिस्टम्स में लेते थे, all x1 terms at one side and x2 terms at the other side. So doing that, theta 1, 1, 2, 3. 3 terms are together. So coefficients I have written taking theta 1 common. And similarly, theta 2, there are 2 terms. So I have taken theta 2 common. This is your equation 1. Actually, for transfer function, I want the ratio of theta 2 by t. But this theta 1 is one additional term. So I need to eliminate this. Let's see how I can do it. Now coming to the free body diagram for the J2. Okay. How many torques are there here? We will try to analyze. There is no applied torque. So that is 0. Only applied torque is for J1. So for J2, if you see, 0. However, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, and because of the moment of inertia of J2, so that itself will be 4. So 4 torques exist. And remember, for B2, when I'm talking about B2 element, it is only the angular displacement theta 2. But when I'm talking about this spring and B1, this element, these two elements, they are free at both the ends. So, and I'm writing the equations with respect to J2. So theta 2 minus theta 1 I have to take. See, there is a J2. Okay, this is the given angular displacement. 4 different torques. Due to the spring, due to the moment of inertia of the body itself, TB1 and TB2. So let us write the equations. For TJ2, J2 into acceleration, d by dt square. And for TB2, it is simply B2 into d by dt of theta 2. Because if you see the connection for B2, B2 is simply connected towards the second end. That is only theta 2 moment will come. But talking about these two, both the ends are free. I have to take theta 2 minus theta 1. See, for TK, in hurry I have not written this theta here. It should be theta 1. And here also I have to take theta 2 minus theta 1. So once I write the torque equations, use the Newton's law, applied torque, which is 0 for J2, sum of the opposing torques. Substitute the values, torque equations, which we have already written. Then go for applying the Laplace transforms. 0 is equal to J2, double differentiation, S square, theta 2, K, theta 2 minus theta 1, I have expanded it. B1, Again here theta 2 minus theta 1, there is a single differentiation, so it has to be yes. Okay, it has to be yes, and I have expanded. Two terms will come. And finally, one more b2, single differentiation, so yes and theta 2. This is the Laplace transforms. After this, go for the equations. Club all the terms which are theta 1 related, club all those terms at one place, and club all the other terms which are related to theta 2. So you see 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 terms are theta 2 related. So theta 2 take common coefficients j square yes, j2 yes square plus k plus b1 yes plus b2 yes. So this term is the inside bracket minus, you can see theta 1 terms 1, 2. So 2 terms are theta 1. So take theta 1 common, you will get this. And anyhow it is 0. So you can take this to the left hand side. So ये जो minus है वो चला जाएगा, it will become plus. And you can extract the value of theta 1 from this equation, right? Rearrange the terms. I hope you can rearrange it. Write down the equation. Since LHS is 0, what you can do? Simply take this value to the other side here. Okay, it will become positive. Then theta 1 is equal to this complete value divided by this b1 yes plus k. So that I have written here. This is theta 1. Now why I want theta 1 only? Why not I have found theta 2? Because if you see, when we have found the equation, first equation, we want theta 2 by t. But here in this equation, this is one additional term. We want to eliminate this. So उसके लिए theta 1 का replacement लो. That we can get it from this equation. So theta 1 के बदले में आप इसको substitute कर सकते हो. Substitute that equation 2 in equation 1. So theta 2, this complete value, okay, whatever, this is for theta 1. I have substituted the theta 1 value, and remaining this term minus this term, it is as it is. Let me show you quickly. See, theta 1 के लिए मैंने substitute किया है. ये जो value है, this bracket term and this term, it is as it is. Substituting it in equation 1, I will get this. Now if you see, in this equation, I want the ratio of theta 2 by t. How can I get theta 2 by t? T is there. Theta 2 is common in both the terms. So take out theta 2 here. You will be left with this complete term that I have written here minus this term. And since you don't have here anything here, it is 1. Take the LCM, just cross multiply this. This will become square, taking the LCM. So if you take the LCM throughout, you can write it like this. So this is theta 2 common, taking common, you will get this. I want theta 2 by t. So take this to the denominator, and ये जो numerator and denominator है उसको exchange कर लो. तो ये जो denominator है ये numerator में जाएगा, and this big term it will come into the denominator. Okay, this is your transfer function. Hope you understood this. These today's problems we have solved about the problems on rotational mechanical systems. Important thing is procedure to solve both these translational and rotational systems. Procedure is same. Just the elements will differ. You need to identify proper input and outputs. You need to draw the free body diagrams for the number of bodies present. अब तक जो भी हम प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व किए हैं, at the max 2 free body diagrams have come. But suppose you have J3 and J4 terms, okay? If that is the case, the problem will be bit lengthier. So those many number of free body diagrams will come. Okay? Hope you understood this concept. The problems, try to solve more and more problems. Try to refer the question paper. Try to find the problems. No doubt these problems ये इतना ही नहीं पूछेंगे. Still the extension of the problem is there. once you complete the analogous systems, we can, as a whole part for 12 marks, we can just, sub questions, we can do transfer function. Okay, this is just a part of the complete problem we have done. Okay, join for one more session just for 10 minutes. Okay.